Hey guys, I just want to make this video as a reminder to you, to myself, to everyone, because we are in such dark times in the world right now, and I feel like it's just going to keep getting darker and darker and darker, so more people will come back to God and realize that He created them, He created this entire world. And I want to remind myself that God wins in the end. It is done. It is finished. This is in the Bible, you guys. Like, just remember who wins in the end, because I feel like I can get so caught up in what is Trump doing, the files, politics, whatever, like all war, all the horrible, evil stuff that is going on in the world, and I can feel so wrapped up in it. YouTube video after YouTube video, Antichrist, the mark of the beast, all of that stuff, like trying to just map out every detail, what's gonna happen, and so I can feel in control, so I can know everything. But we are not supposed to know everything. We are not supposed to have such deep knowledge of all the dark stuff going on in the world. We really aren't. Like, we don't need to know every disgusting detail of what these people are doing to children, about what is going on behind the scenes of our backwards country, our backwards world, all of that stuff. And I'm not saying it's not important to be informed and educated in this stuff, because obviously when you know of the dark, then you know what the truth is, you know the light, you know God, you know the way, the truth, and the life. You know what I'm saying? Which, knowing of the dark helped me to be such a strong believer in the light and God and Jesus, But I just mean I feel like a lot of people have been just feeling so drained and so tired, and honestly, I'm one of those people. I've been so caught up in the darkness, doing way too much research about all the dark that's going on in the world and all the evil, because it gives me a sense of control, and to know these things and to sort of feel like I can do something about it. But I'm not doing anything about it. All I'm doing is scrolling on my phone and educating myself, and then doing nothing about it except praying about it. And I think I just need a reminder. I want to remind y'all, God wins in the end. The prophecy of Revelation is happening right now, and we know who wins in the end. It is God. He will defeat all of the evil going on in this world. And I think people can tend to get caught up in this temporary world, and they think this is forever. Like, they forget. And when I say they, I was there at one point, and I thought, this life is, gotta make the best of this life, because this is all there is. But that's not true at all. This is so temporary, and heaven is forever. Heaven is where we will spend eternity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to stay focused on God, stay focused on His goodness and His faith, and the fact that He is going to win over all the evil in the end. And that also relates to people. I remember someone I loved so much said to me, God is allowing this stuff to happen. God is allowing these children to be hurt, sacrificed to the devil, things like that. And I was just like He's not allowing it. This is hard for me to explain to somebody, but He sees everything. There's a verse about, they say that God takes no notice. Take no notice, you fools. He who created the eye does not see. He who created the ears does not hear. You know what I mean? He sees everything. He is the all-seeing, all-knowing God. And I just think people forget, you guys think He's allowing this stuff to happen. Maybe it seems like that right now, but Judgment Day is coming, where everyone is going to have to see a record in the book of life of everything that they've ever done. So if they're not repenting to God, which He will give everybody a chance to do that, he gives everybody the grace to do that. He is fair and he is patient, you know what I mean? But everyone is going to get their judgment according to their works, like it says in the Bible. Like, and it's just so hard for me to explain to people, because it's like, yeah, maybe you think he's allowing it to happen while we're on this earth, but he sees everything. The judgment is going to come later on when he comes back, you know what I'm saying? So God is very, very alive. He sees everything. He is the creator of this entire earth. He has the earth in his hands, dude. The entire world in his hands. And yeah, I hope I could just remind people that he wins in the end. It's in the Bible, dude. Like, please read Revelations for yourself. If you have never picked up a Bible, please just read Revelation, and you will see that so much of what is going on in the world right now is written in the Bible from a book 2,000 years ago. And I say this all just being like, I don't want to say a new believer, because I grew up believing and then like I wasn't really into it, and then I strayed away for many years, my entire like teens, and now that I'm almost 20, I came back to him. And like it's so crazy, because I was someone who really like denounced God. Like I was like, I believed in the universe, new age spirituality. I wouldn't read the Bible for the life of me. I thought it was a joke. I laughed about it. I made jokes about church. I made jokes about God. Like I really denounced his name, which I so apologize to God for, because now I know that he's the truth. And you guys, it genuinely took me getting sexually assaulted and the worst thing that could ever happen to you, like that is what brought me to God. And it's like, as like terrible as this might sound, but like it really, sometimes it takes like you like almost dying, or you having such a traumatic, awful experience to make you realize like who is the one that is always there for you, bro. Who is the one who is never going to abandon you. You are always on his mind, always. And dealing with that trauma, I literally like, I was abandoned by like everybody around me. I had no help. I had no one to help me through this awful traumatic thing that I had just experienced. And it made me go like, it made me even more sensitive than I already was. Like just very, very soft, delicate, sensitive, almost childlike. Like I feel like I sort of mentally regressed into like age regression. Like it made me more of like my inner child, but like my hurt inner child. Like it brought out my abandonment issues, like just all those things, and made me feel like a little kid again. And I so desperately longed for my parents. And if you don't know, I'm estranged from my parents. I don't speak to either of them because they're just very toxic, very abusive. And like ever since that day, I've been longing for my parents, because when something that traumatic happens to you, you just long for safety, you long for comfort, you know what I mean? Like it really took all the like strength that I had out of me, and I was just like this hurt inner child again. And what's crazy is 3 days after that happened to me, I was praying, and like God just spoke to me, and it was the first time hearing his voice in so long. I'm so emotional. And 3 days is such a divine number. 3, like he came back from the dead 3 days later. Like that is so significant in like numerology and stuff. But besides the point, I just want to remind y'all, like God wins in the end. God has never abandoned any of us. He is here for every single one of us. He is the way, the truth, and the life. Just call on him, because I'm really gonna cry. Like he created every single one of us in his name. in his image, you know what I'm saying? And it just makes me so emotional to think about, like, he is watching over every single last one of us. There's not a single one of us on this earth that is forgotten by him, even down to like homeless people who have nothing and not even a place to stay, not even food to eat, anything like that. Like, God sees everything. He sees everyone. He has not abandoned anyone on this earth. And it, like, for some people, they might not hear his voice, they might not hear him, you know, talking to them. And I felt that for a very long time, for most of my life, up until right after that thing happened to me, that very traumatic thing. I never heard his voice ever. At least not like distinctly in my head, where I could like really separate it from like other voices in my head, where I could, you know, I sort of like, I feel like I made his voice like my intuition. Like, I would call it my intuition, but I truly think it was God's voice in my head all along. And I just kind of took credit for it by saying, oh, it's my intuition. Like, girl, no. Like, now I know what it is, and I'm so grateful for that. But yeah, I just hope to remind people, like, God has never left you. He is watching over every single one of us. He will never abandon any of us. And there's a verse that I read about I can't remember the exact wording, but it was like, rely and trust in God. It's smarter to do than to trust in a man. And I think, like, men, women, they will fail you. They will fail you. They will disappoint you. They will abandon you. And for so long, I was searching for, like I said, like a person that could just come into your life and just fulfill you. But I truly think that, like, the only person that can do that is God. So yeah, God wins in the end. He wins this battle. The devil is going to lose, and he knows that, and that's why he is on this earth deceiving everybody in every possible way that he can. Like, oh my gosh, Trump posting himself as Jesus while his actions are of the devil, causing war, causing so many people to not be able to afford to eat. All that stuff with ICE and like the immigrants and stuff, like, bro, makes me so mad. And the Bible says, look at the fruits of the Spirit. Like, what? A bad tree is only gonna have bad fruit. A good tree is only gonna have good fruit, and you will know them by their fruits. So look at people's fruits, because deception is running so wild, and God wins in the end. God wins in the end. So don't focus your mind on all the evil going on in the world right now, because it can consume you. It can take all the light from you. It can take all your joy, and all your kindness can just be, you know, just stolen just like that. And that's what all the evil wants. It wants to steal your energy. It wants to make you so you have no hope left, so you have no joy left, so you have no spark left, so you have no kindness left, so you have no gentleness, patience left at all. That's what the evil wants, is to distract you with all this evil going on in the world and keep your eyes off of God. So I truly just want anyone to hear this, anyone hearing this, to know that God is so good, and he has never left a single one of us, and he is watching over all of us. And this time right now where we're still on the earth is him being patient with us, because all this evil is coming to light, and he wants us to see it and to come back to him. And when I say come back, I mean he created all of us in his image. Like, he created all of us. So it's not I found Jesus. It's like, no, like, he created me and I was lost for so long, and then he found me again, or I found him, you know what I'm saying? And it's like a return to your Father who created you, and he will never disappoint you, even if your own parents abandon you. And I can say that from experience. Like, he is my Father who has never abandoned me, ever, 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 never will. And he wins over the evil in the end. It's all written in the Bible. It is done. You know what I'm saying? So I hope this was some encouragement to someone who might be struggling with all the evil going on in the world, because I know I definitely am. It is so hard to get up in the morning and just keep it pushing every day, but I know who wins in the end. So that is the only thing that keeps me going every day. That is the only thing that gives me hope in such a dark time, is I know who wins in the end. I know who wins the battle, and I know where I will be spending eternity. So it gives me so much hope. And like, also just the earth is so beautiful. Like, when I say the earth, I mean all the nature around us. And I was going for a walk by the lakefront, and I was looking at the trees, and I was crying because I was just like, it's so beautiful. Like, the world you made is so beautiful, God. And I was like, just imagine heaven. I don't know if I thought that or if God gave me that thought. I can't really remember, but just imagine heaven. If you think this world is beautiful in all its brokenness, just imagine heaven, where there will be no hurt, no tears, no sorrow, no hunger, no thirst, no worries about money, no worries about what we're gonna wear, what we're gonna eat, anything like that. Like we will be so fulfilled by God, and he will provide us everything that we need in heaven forever, for all of eternity. So that makes me so emotional. But yeah, God wins in the end. Good wins over the evil in the end. Remember that. Don't ever forget it. And I love you so much. God loves you. And I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.